Are you aware of the disease avian influenza and the effects it has on both humans and birds? It's a zoonotic disease that can be transferred from the birds to the humans. It can be very fatal once the symptoms occur. I'm an undergraduate student studying culture science at Texas A&M. I'm currently working in the labs as a student research assistant. I'm going to walk you through a brief history about the disease and then the effects it can have on both humans and birds. I'm going to explain the symptoms and the treatments and biosecurity measures put in place so that companies do not get affected by the disease. I'm going to make you aware of the problem affecting the United States today. I'm going to use information that I found from the World Health Organization, the USDA, and the Animal Plant Health Inspection Service. In 1997, there was an outbreak of avian influenza in Hong Kong. These were the first ever confirmed human cases where humans were affected by the disease. There were 6 fatalities. In 1983 and 1984, the United States was affected by an outbreak of avian influenza. 17 million birds were affected by the disease, and it was in the northeastern part of the U.S. Most currently, and it's still going on right now, it started in December of 2014, the United States has experienced an outbreak in the following states: South Dakota, Iowa, Minnesota, and then you can also see there's been some cases in the western portion of the United States. So some symptoms that companies can see that the birds are experiencing if they're affected by avian influenza could be sudden death, a lack of energy and appetite, swelling, or purple discoloration of the walls and combs, nasal discharge, coughing and sneezing, or they lose coordination or experience diarrhea. If these symptoms are spotted, there are steps to control the disease in the facilities. First, companies will quarantine the equipment and birds that have been infected by the disease, and then they will eradicate and euthanize the birds. Then they will monitor the region around the quarantine, testing both wild and domestic birds to make sure they're not experiencing symptoms of avian influenza. And they will disinfect facilities, vehicles, equipment, in hopes to kill the virus. And then they will run tests to confirm that the farm is virus-free. Some biosecurity measures that companies are taking to make sure that they don't actually become under the influence of the disease are an all-in, all-out flock management style, disinfecting all equipment, crates, and vehicles before they enter the premises. Employees will wear clean clothing and have to disinfect their footwear, foot baths, or booties. And they also want to keep the flocks away from any wild birds or sources that can be contaminated by wild birds, such as water. So, how this disease can affect humans. Some of the symptoms that you can see in humans who are affected: flu-like symptoms such as vomiting, fever, cough, sore throat, cold chills, muscle aches, diarrhea, or vomiting. They can also have a shortness of breath or pneumonia or some nauseousness. The disease can also alter their mental status or cause seizures. If symptoms are spotted, a couple medicines that can be taken to treat the influenza are flu medications such as Tamiflu, Ravivab, and Influenza. So our form of the virus in the United States actually hasn't had any confirmed cases of human illness, but on the other side of the world, the H5N1 virus has been affecting humans. You can see these are the cases confirmed. The black ones are the ones that have died, the red ones that are still alive. So although ours isn't dangerous, it can have the potential to become dangerous, which is why companies are closely monitoring their employees to make sure they don't experience any of these symptoms. Now you're aware of how this disease affects both the birds and the humans and how the poultry industry is dealing with the disease. With early spotting of the symptoms, treatment to the birds and humans that are experiencing the symptoms, and to disinfecting the facilities, and putting in place biosecurity measures could all create a risk-free environment.